All right, so the kicks, the women's leather Metro Plus, colorway white Lakeside. It's like a baby blue, and size 8, so men's size 6.5. Got that classic old school women's size box where it's still long and narrow, like the really old ones. But yeah, these are from 2003, so almost 20 years old. Right into the kicks. Original paper, all yellow, and some fresh kicks. So pull these guys out. Set the box aside. Boom. These are still pretty fresh for their age. And they are super nice classic shape. They have a little bit of some staining on here. I haven't tried to clean them up at all. But yeah, you can see they've got a nice little bit of a yellow tint to them compared to the laces. Just a little bit of yellowing, which looks great. You know, gives it that kind of aged kicks look. The Metro was kind of like Nike's old school that they were really making in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. The Metro and Metro Plus. Now it seems like it's kind of like the Internationalist. I think to me, I kind of went Metro Plus, Pegasus 83, and then now it's Internationalist. So they seem to have kind of one of those old school classic ones at all times that they're really making a lot of colorways, and this was that era. But yeah, great looking shoe. It's a little on the chunkier side compared to the Internationalists. Really similar to the Pegasus 83, slightly chunkier. But yeah, so I'm gonna run the kick. The thing that kind of makes the Metro Plus stand out a little more is just how big the waffle pieces are on the bottom, the tread. They're definitely more pronounced. The shape is a little chunkier, but really similar upper to the Pegasus 83. They make them differently now. These are definitely the old school shape. And by that I mean the toe box is nice and pointed. They've rolled it over nicely, so it's got a nice rounded look to it, very aerodynamic. Nowadays you get them, they've got definitely a chunkier front end. They don't round them over as much. It's kind of like a piece goes up and then over instead of the nice rounded look that really makes the whole silhouette of the shoe pop. It's got that, it's just done, it's definitely much more quality. Yeah, so you got the white, which is now cream, and the Lakeside, the baby blue. And then on the back, just a hint of some, it's not patent leather, but it's definitely got a nice sheen to it, a little bit shinier. Got the old school Nike back there. And then I love the little collar, how that like just rolls over, just kind of perfectly there. So yeah, 2003, I believe. Oh no, these are 2002, 10-4. So they probably released in 2003. But yeah, October 14th, 2002. So almost 20 years, almost 19 years. But yeah, the leather, it's definitely like a kind of a synthetic leather. It's not, it doesn't have a lot of grain to it, but it's soft. And I like, it's flexible. The whole shoe's flexible. There's not a lot of stiffness. You can tell, you can feel the construction is nice. This was kind of, in my opinion, when Nike, the last years, they were really producing, shoes that that still had that quality that, you know, you saw in the 80s and 90s. Early 2000s was still good, but it was kind of going on its way out. And then you got kind of a change in the mid 2000s, and then late 2000s, a big drop in quality. But on just general quality, obviously not all shoes. You know, they were still producing good quality shoes, but just the general, like this was just a general release, nothing special. But you can see the shape is just on point, craftsmanship is good. You know, it definitely has a feel of, you know, it would be hard to tell the difference between this and, you know, like a mid-90s release. Mid-90s probably would be the same shape, but just much better leather. The leather on these, you can tell it's definitely synthetic, like I said, but it's like one example is the mesh. This is still soft. It's a soft mesh, just like they had on the old school ones. Very padded, very comfortable feeling. Nowadays, if you had some sort of mesh, it would be stiff and hard. Just, yeah, very different. But love this shoe. These are going to my girlfriend. She'll probably wear these. Definitely, yeah, I wish I could fit into them, but I can't. Just a couple sizes too small for me, but yeah, the Nike Metro Plus, I rocked these in high school, 2004, 2003. Different color. I had like a kind of like almost like a denim. It was a black and silver colorway, and they were super comfy. A great lightweight shoe. Originally a, you know, running shoe, but these are definitely a little more on the lifestyle end. Not as flimsy as the running style, but pretty close to the OG. And on the inside, it's a nice little clean Nike Air. So yeah, you can see the shape looks just nice, nicely done. Cute little shoes, cute little classic Nikes. Big old, I mean, the tread on these is serious. I wonder why they did that for the Metro. Maybe it has something to do with running on concrete, you know, Metropolitan. Not sure, but you can see the size of those. It's pretty serious grip. But yeah, the pretty simple shoe. Nothing too crazy. Got these for a pretty good deal. I think I paid like $50, maybe $60, I forget. But yeah, I mean, even the laces, like really, you know, good quality laces even, which is cool. All right, well, thank you for checking out the Nike Metro Plus. If you see them, I definitely recommend picking up these, the old school ones. They are just, they have that classic Nike vibe to them when Nike was still Nike. And yeah, they age well too. Cream color looks great. So, all right, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys like the shoes. Check out my other videos. Got more coming soon. And hope you guys have a nice day.